skim, skim, skim.
To take only a small amount from the top, without taking much or any of what's underneath. Here is a sample sentence. She skimmed the top layer off the milk to make it easier to pour. In this example, skim means to remove the surface layer or cream from a liquid.
Skip, skip, skip.
To jump over something, like stepping from one thing to another, without touching the space in between. Here is a sample sentence. She decided to skip breakfast and go straight to work.
Skirmish, skirmish, skirmish.
It's a short fight or argument between two groups, often with no clear winner. Here's a sample sentence. The two rival gangs had a brief skirmish in the alleyway before being broken up by police. In this example, skirmish refers to a short and relatively minor fight or conflict between the two groups.
Skull, skull, skull.
It's the hard outer part of the head that protects the brain. Here is a sample sentence. The archaeologist carefully brushed away dirt and debris to reveal the ancient skull, which was remarkably well preserved despite being thousands of years old.
Skyrocket, skyrocket, skyrocket.
This word means to suddenly increase very quickly, often to a surprising or extreme level. Here's a sample sentence. The company's stock price skyrocketed after they announced their new product would be available in stores nationwide. In this example, skyrocket means to rise very quickly and sharply, often unexpectedly.
Skyscraper, skyscraper, skyscraper.
A very tall building, much higher than most houses or offices, that is made to be strong and safe for people to live or work in. Here's a sample sentence. The city's skyline was dominated by the towering skyscraper that stood at 100 stories high.
Slack, slack, slack.
It's when something is not as tight or firm as it should be, often because there's too much space or room for movement. Here is a sample sentence. After working out all week, she was feeling slack and decided to take the weekend off. In this example, slack means lacking energy or motivation.
Slam, slam, slam.
It's an action where something hits or crashes with great force, often making a loud noise. Here is a sample sentence. The basketball player slammed the ball down onto the court with incredible force, making it impossible to miss. In this example, slam means to hit or throw something forcefully and suddenly.
Slander, slander, slander.
This means saying something untrue about someone that can hurt their reputation or make people think badly of them. Here is a sample sentence. The politician was accused of slander when she made false and damaging statements about her opponent's character during the campaign. In this example, the word slander refers to the act of making false and malicious statements about someone with the intention of harming their reputation.
Slap, slap, slap.
It's an action that involves hitting something or someone with a quick, sharp motion using the back of the hand. Here's a sample sentence. She gave him a loud slap on the face when she found out he had been lying to her.
Slaughter, slaughter, slaughter.
This word refers to the act of killing many animals or people quickly, often in a cruel or violent manner. Here is a sample sentence. The brutal dictator was accused of ordering the slaughter of thousands of innocent civilians during his regime. In this example, slaughter refers to the mass killing or murder of people.
Slay, slay, slay.
This phrase means to do something extremely well or impressively, often in a confident and stylish way. It's about being outstanding and making a strong impression. Here's a sample sentence. The pop star was going to slay her performance on stage with that new dance routine and sassy attitude. In this context, slay means to excel or dominate at something, often in a confident and impressive way. It can also imply a sense of fierceness or boldness.
slender, slender, slender.
This word describes something that is thin or not very wide. Here's a sample sentence. The tall, slender model strutted down the catwalk with confidence. In this example, slender describes the model's physical appearance, implying that she has a thin and elegant build.
Slice, slice, slice.
A small part cut from something larger, like a piece taken out of a whole. Here is a sample sentence. She carefully cut the pizza into thin slices and served them to her hungry guests.
Slide, slide, slide.
It's something that moves down or along a surface, often because of gravity or someone pushing it. Here is a sample sentence. The children loved playing on the playground slide, laughing and sliding down to the ground with glee.
Slight, slight, slight.
This word refers to something that is barely noticeable or very small. It's not much, but still exists. Here is a sample sentence for the word slight. She had only a slight cold, so she was still able to go to work. In this example, slight means minimal or barely noticeable.
Slightly, slightly, slightly.
This word means just a little bit, not very much at all. It's used to describe something that is almost, but not quite, what you would expect or want. Here is a sample sentence. She was slightly tired after the long run, but still managed to finish her work on time.
Slim, slim, slim.
This word refers to being very thin or having a small amount of body fat. Here is a sample sentence. After a strict diet and regular exercise, Sarah felt slim and confident in her new swimsuit.
Slip, slip, slip.
It's when something moves or falls because its grip or hold is lost, often unexpectedly. Here is a sample sentence. She slipped on the banana peel and fell to the ground. This sentence demonstrates the verb slip in action, showing how it can be used to describe an action where someone loses their balance or footing.
Slipper, slipper, slipper.
It's a type of footwear that is soft, comfortable, and often worn indoors for relaxation or as a casual shoe. Here is a sample sentence. She slipped her feet into a pair of cozy slippers to warm up on a chilly winter morning.